At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle.
Country Equipment is your locally owned full-service dealer of Kubota, Polaris, Skag, and Hustler equipment. Whether it's for 2 or 200 acres, Country Equipment has the Kubota tractor and attachments to help you get the job done. Country Equipment carries a full line of trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, and more from top brands like Echo and Steel. Mowers from brands like Kubota, Hustler, and Skag are sure to keep your place looking great all year round. Plus a full parts and service department for all the brands we carry. Come see us today at your locally owned Country Equipment.
Where you call home is important, and when things break, who you call to fix that home is also important. When it comes to heat and air needs, local matters. Bo Kokenauer of Koch's Mechanical knows that, and that's why Koch's Mechanical takes pride in serving the community he calls home.
Need your AC service? Let our dad serve you.
At Contemporary Family Dentistry, our core values are the heart of our big little practice since 2008. Our friendly and professional staff are here to ensure your experience at the dentist is a positive one. Does going to the dentist cause you anxiety? No worries. We offer IV sedation for all procedures and your comfort. We are open Monday through Friday at our Newcastle location and now also in Blanchard.
Williams Foods, more than just a grocery store. Williams Foods has been serving communities since 1971. That is 45 years strong and counting. We are successful because we offer great service, great prices, fresh produce, and the best meat money can buy. Williams Foods is not just in your communities, we are a part of your community. We donate 1% back to any nonprofit organization, and we donate up to 6 cents per labels to anyone fundraising. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it.
At Ortho Central, our goal is simple: to make your life better. Whether it's getting you back to the sport you love, chasing after your grandkids, or simply enjoying a day without pain. With locations in Norman, Midwest City, and now Newcastle, Ortho Central's team of surgeons, physicians, physical therapists, and athletic trainers are committed to helping you live your best life. Ortho Central, we're part of your team.
Life is complex enough. With decades of experience, Cornerstone Insurance Group makes insurance simple. We can help with coverage for your home, farm, or ranch, coverage for all the drivers, cars, and equipment in and around your house, coverage for your business, large or small, life insurance to give you peace of mind. Call or stop by today, and one of our experienced, licensed agents will shop dozens of insurance companies for you, saving you time and money. Call our office or visit us online at oklahomainsured.com.
Al's Heat and Air is a proud supporter of the Tuttle Tigers. Serving the Tuttle area for almost 40 years, we work on all makes and models. As a trained comfort specialist, we sell the best and service the rest. Al's Heat and Air, 405-381-3602.
High-speed fiber internet is now available from Tuttle Broadband. Get faster speeds, up to 1 gigabyte in the most modern service available. Stream your favorite shows and get connected with no service contract and competitive pricing. Tuttle Broadband. Schedule your installation today. High-speed fiber internet for a more connected Tuttle.
The First National Bank and Trust Company presents to you the Tuttle Team Spirit Card. We proudly serve more than 20 area schools and have donated more than $82,000 in 2023. So, what are you waiting for? Support your Tuttle Tigers and make every transaction count. Come by the bank to get your Team Spirit Card today at no cost to you. The First National Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers.
How long's it been since you had pizza? I mean good pizza. Piping hot, cheesy pizza that'll make your mouth water. At the Pizza Shop, we make old school pizza at old school prices. The Pizza Shop, 410 East Main, Tuttle.
At Tactical Pest Solutions, we prevent pests from taking over. Our defense will give you peace of mind, keeping your home or business safe from pesky bugs or creepy crawlers. Our tactical approach proactively treats your spaces before high-traffic pest season. Make an appointment today, even if you haven't seen indications of bugs or pests, so we can play defense for your home team. Give us a call and let's keep your home or business free of what's bugging you. Tactical Pest Solutions. We can beat the bugs to the punch.
Jeff here with Triton Foundation Repair. I'm here to remind you that we always have and always will offer free foundation evaluations to Oklahomans. At Triton, we know your home is a big investment and your money is hard earned. So when you call us for a free evaluation, our specialists will perform a thorough foundation evaluation and only give an estimate when foundation repair is necessary. So visit TritonOK.com to schedule your free foundation evaluation.
Whether you just came from a workout or you're just out and about, our Social Sips have everything you need to feel good to feel good. Here at Social, we have a variety of teas, shakes, social bowls, or you can even try one of our cold brew coffees, made with you in mind. At Mustang Social and Hometown Social, it's always tea time.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Friday night. We're here to watch the Tuttle Tigers have a duel against the Westmoore Jaguars this evening. I'm Trent London. I'm joined tonight by Seth Duckworth. He's going to help me broadcast tonight. Seth, you want to say a few words?
Yeah, excited to be here, Trent. It's obviously a ton of tradition, incredible program you guys have here in Tuttle, and Westmoore has really risen the ranks in 6A, and Will Evans is one of the best coaches in the state, in my opinion, and what he does with his program there. So should be a fun one. I think a lot of good individual matchups, and great duel tonight. Glad to be here.
Yeah, thank you, Seth. Yeah, and I agree. Coach Evans, he's a great coach. I've known him since I was in high school, and we'll kind of pick back up after introductions here tonight.
and your 21-time state champion Tuttle Tigers. At 106, from Westmoore, Gavin Chapman or Hudson Houston Robinson. And for your Tigers, Brandon Slover. At 113 for Westmoore, Zach Halford. And for your Tigers, Maxwell Bradley. At 120 for Westmoore, Eli Archer. And for your Tigers, Cooper Jackson. At 126 for Westmoore, Brady Hufford. And for your Tigers, Kason Rumley. At 132 for Westmoore, Jackson Eaton. And for your Tigers, Chance Fisher. At 138 for Westmoore, Orlando McLean or Alex Hogue. And for your Tigers, Bodie Wilson. For Westmoore, Topher Garrett or Mason Cook. And for your Tigers, Ryan Slover. Next up at 150 for Westmoore, Hayes Ivy. And for your Tigers, Bo Hickman or Cole Parker. At 157 for Westmoore, Willie Johnson. And for your Tigers, Jackson Stewart. 165 for Westmoore, Trey Rios. And for your Tigers, Eli Brooks. For Westmoore, 175, Chris Steele. And for your Tigers, Maddox Witt. Next up at 190 for Westmoore, Cole O'Gean. And for your Tigers, Sean Brownsville Jr. or Tanner Burns. At 215 for Westmoore, Devin LaCroix. And for your Tigers, Cam McNewitt. 285 for Westmoore, Gavin Gagnon or Luke Williams. And for your Tigers, Tyrus Bradley. Westmoore Jaguars coming tonight being coached by Will Evans. Officials tonight, Kevin Keene. And for your Tigers, Coach Bobby Williams, Coach Chris Finn, Coach BJ Jackson, and Riley Williams. We ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Captains, please, to the center of the mat. Westmore's won the toss, and they will be the odd managers.
All right, we're about to get started here. Captains came to the center of the mat. Westmoore won the toss and have chosen the odd matches. So that means they will get the choice in the second period, whether they want to go top, bottom, neutral, or defer in that second period in the odd matches, and Tuttle will have that choice in the even matches. So we're going to start off here at 106.
It's like Braylon Stover, Tuttle, and Gavin Chatham for Westmoore. Looking at our rankings, and for those of you who don't know, I'm with OWrestle.com. It looks like Chatham's ranked 10th in 6A, and let's see where we got.
Yeah, Braylon just, I think he just started his high school competition last weekend at the Greg Henning tournament, so I'm not sure that he's worked his way into the rankings yet, but good wrestling family, got some experience, so you'll learn a little bit here tonight.
Oh, he just ties it up with a takedown there. Or excuse me, takes a lead with a takedown there. It's up 4-3.
Yeah, 4-3. So we'll try to keep you up to date with the match scores and the dual score as we go here. You know, some of these teams that are close in talent, you know, really can come down to the bonus point victories.
For sure. And this is, I think, for Westmoore to have much of a shot, if you've got a kid new to the lineup and you've got a ranked 6A guy, they probably need to get the win here. But this is cranking on that half.
Yeah, it looked like he was getting a little bit high in his ride, and then was able to kind of recover with a pretty strong power half there. Yeah, it looks like they call it potentially dangerous here, and Westmore's going to take an injury time.
Got a couple Finns in the room. One's out on the mat right now. Of course, opposite sides of the mat. One family, longtime Westmoore family, and then now kind of the coaching tree grew out of the kids and reached out to Tuttle now. So.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, Chris is over on the Tuttle bench, and I saw John, their father, across the way up in the stands.
Yeah, and Dustin was just out there with on the mat. I know last year he was kind of a little more focused on the strength and conditioning side, but was helping out on wrestling too. So I don't know if he's a little more engaged with wrestling this year, but he was across the entire Westmoore program, their strength and conditioning guy. So
yeah, it kind of shows when you watch him. He kind of gets that physique. From his father, so looks got a reversal here for Gavin Chatham.
Yeah, good little scramble there. Well timed. It goes. I think they got the score wrong on the board. It should be 5-4, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it should be 5-3 or.
Yeah, it should be. I think it should be 5-4 because they got the first takedown. Westmoore got the first takedown. Tuttle got escape, takedown, and then Westmoore got a reversal and right out there. Yeah, so they got to fix now. So that was big time timing on that. To score right at the end of the period and hold on to that right out.
Yeah, it was. So Slover kind of. Got a little bit to the side, got his hips on the mat, so we're in a scramble here. Started the second period.
Another reversal for Chatham, and he goes up 7-4. So.
Yeah, did a good job recovering after that escape and takedown in the first period, and working on a good ride here.
Yeah, it looked like Slover had a little momentum there in the first period and was going to take over, but he's bouncing back here. He's got a bar he's trying to run over. And so he's getting a count.
Getting some near fall count here. It's 7-4 currently with about a minute left in the second period. Really got to be careful getting on your back, especially when you have a spotlight in the gym like this. I know from the officials' perspective, it's really tough to see in those shadows there. But Slover's able to get off his back, but does give up the 4 near fall.
That's a good fight, though, there, because he looks kind of dead to rights there for a minute. After the near fall, it's 11-4 for Chatham.
Now, Slover's going to take an injury time here. And we got about 26 seconds left in the second period once we get back started. And Gavin Chatham will start in the top position. So this evening, Tuttle is celebrating Alumni Night. So about halfway through the duel, they will take a break. They will recognize alumni wrestlers through the years from the Tuttle wrestling program.
Yeah, I love when schools do that. I think it's a cool kind of wrinkle to add to your atmosphere a little bit because, I mean, one of the best way to, I think, engage fans and really at any level. Oklahoma State did it last weekend. I was up there for the when they wrestled West Virginia, and the people that are pretty much the most bought into the programs are the ones that were part of it at one point. So
yeah, good way to get them back, their families out there, and to keep them coming and recognizing what they do. It's always fun for me to be able to see some of my old teammates, people that I remember coming through the Little League program. I got to see my old high school coach, Coach Hitting, here tonight. So,
yeah, I saw him when I walked in, and he was a coach here when I was in high school.
So the second period is going to come to a close with Chatham with an 11-4 lead, and looks like Slover had the choice, is going to choose the top position going in the third period. Chatham gets up to his feet, doing a good job of that first move there, and they're going to go off the mat. Still a minute and 43 left. Slover's got to be careful here after taking that first injury time. You take a second one, then the choice would go to Gavin Chatham. Chatham got back up to his feet there, but wasn't able to escape, but able to get Slover a little bit high in the ride and get the escape and reversal.
Oh, so he gave him escape and a takedown, so that's a big swing. So he's up by 11, got about a minute left. I think if you're Westmoore, you're really looking to get as much bonus as you can out of this point and try to lock up a tech fall. So.
Yeah, Coach Evans is over there trying to get some near fall. You get 4 near fall here, you can get a tech fall, and fall still on the table here too.
Slover could save Tuttle a few points if he can get out here. Nope. There's a fall.
Chatham picks up the fall with 35 seconds left in the third period, and that's going to bring the dual score 6 for the Westmoore Jaguars to 0 for the Tuttle Tigers. It's going to bring us to a 113-pound bout. Zach Alford from Westmoore is going to wrestle Maxwell Bradley from Tuttle in the 113-pound weight class.
Looks like, again, in our rankings, you got Bradley, number 2, 4A, and then I don't see Alfred. He's unranked in 6A, so Tuttle looked to get some points back right here.
And so Bradley gets a quick three-point takedown, concedes the escape, and Alfred got back on a shot there, but Bradley able to fend that off and go score a takedown. Looks like he's going to try to work some near fall off of it too. Bradley able to pick up that 4 near fall. It's bringing the match to 10-1 with about 45 seconds left in the first period. Yeah, Seth, like we mentioned earlier, those bonus points could really come into play in a close duel. You know, the difference between, you know, giving up that fall or just giving up the tech fall, you know,
that's big. It looks like Bradley's going to might tie things back up here.
Yeah, we've got about 10 seconds left here in the first period.
There's time. So he's up 14-1 at the end of the first.
Yeah, so 14-1. Looks like Maxwell Bradley's going to take the top position. I think Coach Williams wants him to find something tight that he can pick up the fall with.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's that choice spot there kind of plays in Tuttle's favor because I don't know if you're Westmoore, you're probably taking neutral or something there. And
right,
where
you give
you're
up a takedown, you can give up a
save
tech
a team point. Yeah.
Bradley's going to take his time here and try to find the move that he wants to turn him with. I think Bradley's kind of coming off a little bit of illness, missed a little time in the lineup.
Well, that looks pretty tight.
A lot of sickness going around right now in Oklahoma City area.
Yeah, all over. And there's fall.
So Maxwell Bradley picks up the fall, going to tie the duel up at 6 apiece, going into the 120-pound match.
Now up at 120 for Westmoore, Eli Archer. And for your Tigers, Cooper Jackson.
We've got Eli Archer from Westmoore and Cooper Jackson from Tuttle. Jackson ranked number 1 at 120 in 3A, or excuse me, in 4A. Westmoore unranked here at 120, so.
Now, Cooper Jackson's really been wrestling well this year. Able to pick up a quick takedown. A minute and a half left here in the first period. It looks like he's going to concede the escape and go back on his feet here.
Is Cooper related to B.J. Jackson?
No, they're not. They're not related.
Okay. Just random.
Yeah, just have the same last name.
I mean, it is a common one, but a lot of these kind of smaller towns you run into.
Yeah.
I don't know. B.J. was a guy I knew wrestling in high school.
Oh, I remember BJ since he was in the youth program. You know, my father, he started the youth program and ran it for years. And when I was in high school, I would go up and help him out. And I remember BJ back from then. And of course, I remember Cooper when he started in the youth program. He's been at it for a long time. But so Huffer from Westmoore gets in on a shot, trying to finish here on the edge. Cooper Jackson, good job of kicking away and still turning back in. And they're going to run out of real estate and go back to the middle. 3-1 score with 32 seconds left in the first period.
So your dad is Mike then?
That's correct.
Okay. I came up here, maybe it wasn't this past summer. I think it was the summer before, and did a story. There was a camp going on, and a bunch of Tuttle kids were back in town and stuff, and there's another takedown for Jackson. And Bobby, your dad was in the room, and we were doing. It was kind of a overall look at the Tuttle program, and as the first period closed up at 6-1 Jackson, your dad just happened to be there to watch practice, and I was talking to some of the graduated kids, and Matt Serber was up there, and I did some interview stuff with Matt, and we did all this stuff for the site, and Bobby was like, you got to talk to Mike. This guy has a really interesting story. He was the guy that started wrestling here at Tuttle and all these things, and so I went and talked to your dad and did an interview and put it on our site and everything. But it was really interesting to hear kind of his story and how it all came together with him starting the program, and looking where Tuttle is right now. Years later, it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I think I was about 5 years old when we moved out here. I was just starting kindergarten, and the first year we were driving back to South Oklahoma City to wrestling practice, and he got a youth program here. It took a while to get it into the school, but the hard work paid off for sure.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. You always got to start somewhere, and I'd never really. Tuttle was pretty good when I was in high school. Like you mentioned Henning, and his boys were roughly my age, and there's a fall.
Cooper Jackson picks up the fall at 120 pounds. It's going to push the dual meet score to 12-6 for the Tuttle Tigers.
Yeah, but you kind of I don't know. As a younger kid, I think I took for granted certain things that people, I grew up in Cushing, and what people did to kind of build that program and make it something, and you just kind of always expect it to be there. But now, this stage in life, you see how much work it takes to get, especially something like that you guys have done here in Tuttle, but really anywhere, just to have a program running. And it was really neat to hear, your dad talk all the little pieces that came together when he was first kind of getting things going here.
Yeah, and he doesn't take it for granted, and he's down there right now. It's not uncommon that he'll go watch practice, Right now he doesn't even have any grandkids in there, but he'll still go watch. He's at every duel that he can possibly be at. It looks like they're starting neutral here in the second period. This is Case and Rumley for the Tigers.
Yeah, correct. Case and Rumley versus Brady Huffer from Westmoore. So. And giving you guys some of our rankings. Rumley's ranked 4th, and then it looks like Westmoore's not ranked here, but I'm not the guy that does the rankings, but I will say it's a tough gig, and so if you guys have any feedback on some of these rankings and where you see them on our site, definitely email us, let us know politely, please, and we'll make sure we'll make updates. So not to say number 4 and 4A, you can't pull the upset if you're unranked in 6A, but just to kind of give a little bit of a barometer where these guys are, at least that's why I'm providing little updates on the rankings there. But
yeah, that's a tough gig, because they don't always compete against each other or the same opponents. So a little bit of guesswork involved in it,
sure.
but at the end, the way I always learned was go out there and settle it on the mat.
Yeah, ultimately, yeah. But it's funny. I think there's always one or two kids from maybe like Western Oklahoma or something that you don't see very often that pop up out of nowhere that just haven't built the resume, I guess, throughout the year or all the different things. So it's but it's definitely a challenge. But
exactly. So we're going to go into the second period with Cason Rumley. Has built a 3-0 lead, had the choice, and took the bottom position.
I like how you guys do the spotlight here. That's always a neat little wrinkle to the atmosphere for a wrestling match to me.
Seth, when we put that in, a friend of mine and I came and installed that thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I was at Pawnee basically doing the same type of thing at Pawnee for Pawnee and Berry Hill, and it was the exact same story. There's a former wrestler that kind of helps out with the wrestling program a little bit, and he's a welder and is kind of a guy that is pretty handy with a lot of stuff, and he put it up there for him, and they gave the Coach Kendall there was kind of giving him a lot of credit for a whole bunch of little projects that he had done around their program that saved them a lot of money and that they probably wouldn't have been able to do without him.
So that last exchange, it looked like Cason kind of did a standing, kind of got around behind him when he was on his feet. The official, Kevin King, he called it 1, not 2, but Cason able to pick up the takedown to bring the score to 7-0 with about a minute and 10 seconds left in the second period.
Rumley working on top. Westmoore's gotten close to escape a couple times, but couldn't get out in the first and giving up a little bit of a ride here.
Yeah, having a little bit of trouble with Rumley's leg ride. So see what happens on the first move here. Sometimes the best strategy is try to get up and out of there before they can get that in, right?
Yeah.
So. Huffer kind of turned in there when out of that tripod, and Rumley's trying to work on a 3/4, and like he's trying to gather a cradle there, but Huffer's able to kind of straighten out there, and we bring the second period to a close. Rumley still with a lead of 7-0. Like Westmore's going to choose the neutral position here.
Yeah, like we talked about, he had a few little struggles there on bottom, but if he can, that 3-point takedown now, you can close the gap pretty quick.
Yeah, the score can really change quickly with the new score and with the 3-point takedown. You can get up to 4 near fall.
I kind of like that element. I think back in our day, it was if somebody was down 7-0 in a match, that was a tough hill to climb. You know, there wasn't a 7-point move, and you know there was a 5-point move, but whatever. You know, if you go feet to back or whatever. But if you now, you're almost always still in it, and
yeah, you can have a 7-point move, you know, feet to back. You know, and you mentioned that you were in Stillwater last weekend, and you know I've gone to a couple of duels. I really feel like that the change in the scoring has really it's really created a lot more action.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Especially at the college level. And
there's another takedown for Rumley. He goes up 11. He's got 47 seconds left.
He's had a little bit of difficulty getting to a turn, so see if Coach Williams has him right out here. But Huffer's got in on a couple shots on his feet, so we'll see how we finish out here. Got about 10 seconds left. Official King's going to call us out of bounds here and get a restart.
All right, and I guess there must have been a score correction there because it was, I believe it was 11-0, showing 11-0 earlier, so they closed it out at 10-0 though.
Okay, so it's a major decision. It's going to bring our dual score to 16-6. I think they might have been awarding escape to Westmoore at the end, which would have made it possibly 10-1. But either way, major decision, and it's going to bring us to 132 pounds. Chance Fisher for Tuttle Tigers is going to be wrestling against Jackson Yeatman. Chance has put a pretty decent season together. Seth, I'll let you talk about rankings.
Yeah, rankings, he's number 1 at 132, and then in 6A, let's see, Yeatman is number 7, so
might have a good matchup.
Yeah.
Here, so.
Yeah, and we talked about it a little bit at the opening, but I know Will Evans really, and they have all the way around a good staff at Westmoore, so I don't think you're going to see any kid that goes out there and just lays down by any means.
Oh yeah, I've known Will for a long time. Really good coach, really good competitor. We actually used to compete against each other in high school.
Really?
When I was in high school, yeah.
He's Bristow, I believe, right?
Yeah, he went to Bristow.
Yeah.
He and I wrestled in the state finals my sophomore year.
Really? It's crazy how the world plays out, and that I run into so many people all the time now from my high school wrestling days as I do media stuff, and some of them have kids in wrestling, some of them are coaches and all the different things. And it's a unique community in that way.
Yeah, it is. You know, really. You know, we all act crazy in the heat of the moment, but at the end of the day, it's a tight-knit community.
Yeah, for sure. 10 seconds left.
Pretty good scramble here.
It has been.
Nothing awarded yet.
He's close.
And looks
5
like
seconds.
The 3
Oh,
right
they
at
just
the
gave
end.
him the 3. Wow. And I think that's right on that Jordan Oliver rule from the NCAA finals where they kind of changed it and clarified that as a takedown. It's
yeah, he was around the legs, but it looked like when he kind of adjusted his hand to above the hip is when Kevin King awarded the 3.
Yep.
I think as an official, that's something they're kind of looking for, is that they're trying to improve their position and climb up. And that's Yeatman gets his feet really quick here off the second period. And, sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good. And Yeatman back in on a shot. Wow. Can't really.
It was a really nice high crotch, and good job of Chance Fisher limber legging out of there and squaring back up. We're going to go off the mat and get a fresh start here.
Yeah, we mentioned this looking like it's going to be a pretty solid match, but I was just going to say that Fisher takedown was timed about perfectly. I mean, you don't really have to put much of a ride into it, and don't give the guy a chance to get an escape point back, because we saw our start of the period how Yeatman got right out. So,
yeah, those are some of the ones that hurt the worst when you give up those points right at the end of the period. And instead of going 0-0, you're going in the second period down 3 points. We were kind of in this position last period where Chance kind of got it elevated there and had trouble fighting through here. Both these guys wrestling really well in the scramble position.
Yeah, they really are. It's crazy how much that's just a part of the wrestling game these days.
It is.
A stalemate there. It's just, it's. I think I don't think that they are long. The days of teaching, basic counter defense and sprawls and shots are gone. This is another layer of wrestling under feet nowadays. And wow, he gets the takedown there. So again, really well timed if he can get this right out here, because there's only about 10 seconds left.
Yeah, Chance got in on a pretty deep double, but he caught that ankle and kind of isolated him and bumped his hips in. Really good defense there. So Chance Fisher's going to have choice here in the third period, trailing 4-3.
This has been a really fun match so far. These guys are battling.
Yeah, really tightly contested. Every point has been fought for. Like the caution was on Yeatman from Westmoore.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, jumped a little bit.
Going to get a clean start here, and Fisher kind of rolled through here, and we're going to get another scramble position.
It's right back where they were earlier.
Yeatman is still in the position to control, but like Chance Fisher's going to gain the reverse. Brings the score to 5-4, Chance Fisher's, but there's still 1 minute and 20 seconds left, so a lot of time for action to happen here.
Yeah, for sure. Now they're going to get a fresh start, but I'm in 13 now. And
it's been a really tightly contested match here. Clean start. Yeatman had a good first move there. Chance able to kind of recover.
Trying to run him back over. Oh, yep.
Yeah, Yeatman doing a good job with his back pressure. You see him how he pushing back into him, get him on his heels, but Chance Fisher able to recover, get that leg in, and get him broke down.
Yeah.
Got about 45 seconds here. It looks like Chance is going to try to ride this one out.
Yeah, the way he took that roll and rolled with him back over the top was pretty slick.
Expect Mr. King will probably stalemate this pretty quickly and probably give him one more restart.
I think Fisher's trying to look as busy as he can to keep that from happening. And maybe it's working. They're down to 18 seconds now. Oh, there you go.
We're going to call a warning on top.
Yep.
No stalemate here, but we got 16 seconds here. So,
and Yeatman got a really quick escape in the second. I don't know if he can hit that.
Yeah, he had a really strong first move last time. So, Chance Fisher's going to really have to put a tough ride on here, and be careful. You still want to give up one and not two. You know, you're only got a 1 point lead here.
10 seconds left.
In that double leg, he's got that ankle trapped here.
He's got the stall call, so oh wow!
Time runs out, and Chance Fisher holds on for a 5-4 lead. That was a fun match to watch there.
It was. Hats off to both those kids. That was Yeatman and Fisher. They really brought it. That was a good match. That was.
They'll both go home with things they know they want to work on, and they both know they were in a tight match.
At 138 for Westmoore, Orlando McLean. And for your Tigers, Bodie Wilson.
Well, moving into the 138-pound weight class, we have Orlando McLean for Westmoore Jaguars against Bodie Wilson for Tuttle. Bodie's also putting a strong season together.
So McLean's ranked 5th at 138 in 6A, and Wilson's ranked 3rd. So.
And it should be another tight matchup here.
Could be another really good one for sure.
Kind of filling each other out here in this first minute of the first period. McLean shoots him off. Both guys are doing a good job of trying to control the center of the mat. 1 minute you'll see McLean look like he's kind of got control of it, and then Bodie changes off. Had a few shots, none of them been able to connect yet. So we got 23 seconds left in this first period and still no score. The first period's going to come to a close here with no score. Tuttle Tigers get the choice. Bodie Wilson chooses the bottom position.
Oh, what a mat return there.
Yeah, Bodie gathered those hands, got to his feet, and McLean able to recover, and really nice mat return.
Yeah, I thought Wilson was out, and then
yeah, he had him gathered and kind of split, and a lot of strength to step back into that, get your hips under you, and gather your hands back. Off the mat here with 1 minute and 21 seconds left in the second period. Bodie Wilson still in the bottom position. Bodie kind of starts on bottom by putting his elbows in. I always call it the no move first move. Get your elbows in, gather that hand control, and try to get up. But Bodie Wilson able to get an escape with 1:09 left to bring the score to 1-0. See if somebody can unlock the code of getting a takedown here in the second period. Really closely matched wrestlers, and McLean able to get on a shot and able to finish it for a 3-point takedown. 27 seconds left in the second period, so not a lot of time to work with for Bodie Wilson, so really need to try to work to get an escape here before the end of the period.
Yeah, and the team score, it's 19-6 Tuttle, and Westmoore hasn't won since that first match, so they really need to, if they're going to have a chance to come back in the duel, they got to get this one here.
Put one on the score here. So it's going to be Westmoore's choice with a 3-1 lead going into the third period. And he's going to choose the down position, which is good strategy. If Bodie Wilson's not able to turn him, he's going to have to cut him loose, and that would give him a 4-1 lead where a takedown could only tie it. But the official didn't call a caution. He's just going to take that one on himself and restart again.
Now they're trying to reset the clock, it looks like.
They got it reset. We're going to try this again. Plain gets up to his feet pretty quick. Bodie Wilson trying for a mat return, and Plain's got a pretty strong base there. Hard to get off his feet. Wilson pretty strong in the top position, able to get his legs in here, so see how long Coach Williams will allow him to work here before we go back to our feet. Might see a warning here if Orlando McLean doesn't open up a little bit on bottom here. Yeah, but stalemate, yeah.
Yeah, I think with the stall warning, he goes ahead and cuts him and we'll start at neutral. So
minute left to go. Wilson needs a takedown to tie it up. McLean just needs to keep from getting taken down.
Yeah. That's honestly kind of smart by Wilson. I mean, if you got some refs that'll call like a stall in that situation, but if they're calling stalemates, you don't really, and you excuse me, aren't looking like you're going to get a turn there. You really got to go to neutral at that point.
A smart move by McLean there on the edge. Kind of backed up to the edge there and able to circle in and kind of shoot him off. It kind of buy a little bit of time for that first warning. But we're at 25 seconds here. And off the mat again, still on her feet. We're going to have a warning against McLean for Westmoore.
10 seconds left. Oh. Out of bounds.
The official calls it off the mat. So we're still neutral with 8 seconds left. Time's going to run out on this one, and Orlando McLean with a 4-1 lead over Bodie Wilson.
Another really good match there by both those guys. I mean,
yeah, it came down to the one takedown that was given up,
and Wilson really close to a takedown there on the edge. But
yeah, just ran out of real estate a little bit. McLean kind of got off the mat there when he was going around, and brings a dual score to 19-9 for the Tuttle Tigers.
Next up at 144 for Westmoore, Topher Garrett. And for your Tigers, Ryan Slover.
So 144, we have Topher Garrett for Westmoore Jaguars. Is going to wrestle against Ryland Slover. Ryland had a really strong freshman campaign last year. Kind of been battled with the injury bug earlier this year and kind of just got back in the lineup not long ago, and had a really good tournament last weekend here at the Greg Henning tournament. And a scramble situation here at the beginning. Still no score here. Both wrestlers working to gain position. And times through this, both of them look like they had the advantage, and guess before too long, Kevin King probably will give us a stalemate, which he does. So we'll start again with 44 seconds left in the first period.
yeah, the opening of this kind of looks like that 132-pound match where those guys kept getting into scrambles. So, which that one was a pretty fun one, so maybe we'll see something similar here.
Yeah, that was. Topher Garrett seemed to have quite a bit of length on Ryland Slover. Got that underhook and kind of walking him over to the edge here. Tried a little slide by there. Wow. Slover caught the arm, and Garrett slipped it. Got the 3, and then Slover got right back out for 1, but I think it was a good call by the official. It's those hands hit beyond reaction time. It's going to be that 3-point takedown. Another one of those scores right at the end of the period.
Yeah, exactly.
So Westmoore is going to choose the down position to start the second period.
Yeah, it's definitely two contrasting size. the long, lanky, and or shorter, stout. 144 here.
Yes, Garrett gets the escape to build a 4-1 lead.
Yep.
Had a minute and a half left in the second period.
He keeps digging that underhook and just walking him to the edge. That's he's definitely comfortable.
He's
there.
getting the underhook, and he is walking him to the edge. Got that length on him, a little bit of size. But you got to be careful pushing in a tie with Slover. He is a kid that will try to throw you. Like I said, Ryland recently coming back off injuries, so I don't know if 144 will be his weight for the rest of the season, but actually competing well at it. Well, now Slover's going to kind of get that position and do the pushing
them out.
But Coach Evan does a good job coaching these kids when they get to the edge to circle back in, put their back to the center. Got about 30 seconds left here in the second period. Still with the 4-1 score. Garrett tried to jack that underhook up, and Slover tried a fireman's carry, wasn't able to get to it. And Garrett tries that little slide by, and
he gives it to him. Wow!
Right at the buzzer, right at the buzzer. The official gives the 3, ties the matchup, and now Slover will have the choice here.
He's really in a good place because these guys have been relatively even on their feet, but
seemed like they might have should have done a restart with a caution there. Kind of came down on him hard, and we started anyway. With Slover's height difference here, you really want to get that first move when you're wrestling somebody that much longer than you. Close to giving up near fall right there.
He's using that length, trying to lock up a cradle. Goes back.
Pulled that forearm across there. Slover's going to get to a tripod, try to roll Granby out of there. And,
oh, wow.
But wasn't able to clear his hips to get the 1.
That was a pretty good recovery by
Garrett. Still behind him there, but Slover's still in the tripod position. So able to kind of pull him back out of bounds here. Try to get a restart.
55 seconds left, so Garrett definitely looks committed to try to get the ride out, and that's what he needs to send it to overtime. There's that caution you were looking for a little bit early.
Kind of coming heavy on the chest there, and Slover looks like he might be selling a little bit, but be careful putting that head on the mat. Garrett working that half. Slover trying to peel it off. About 30 seconds left here. We're still tied, so nobody scores. We'll be seeing our first overtime match of the night. We've seen a lot of these matches where we've had those scores right at the very end. It's decided that we're at 10 seconds here, and Garrett's got to make that attempt to return and doesn't. Picks up the warning, but gets a restart with that 7 seconds left.
Yeah, I think you take that call if you're in Garrett's spot. You're okay with that.
And get a restart with him on a mat and not back on his feet. So
now, okay, there. So you got to get it right there. You can't take that second call. But
so we're gonna go to overtime. 144 pounds, tied 4-4 at the end of regulation. Garrett back to that underhook. And pushing in here, and Slover circles back in on the edge.
Kind of like how the refs calling this, because both those guys have been pushing each other to the edge, and then the other one circles back in, and so just let them wrestle. Don't, I don't know.
Yeah,
don't inject yourself into the match and call a stall there. So I like,
Yeah, as an official, I mean, you don't want to.
Got to get them down. Wow.
As an official, you want to let the wrestlers decide.
For sure.
Unless it's just, blatant, flagrant stalling or whatever. Coach Evans is going to talk to the official to see if maybe he got around him, beyond reaction or whatever. And
I don't think he ever touched until they were out of bounds, so he didn't really have control there. So I mean, I think it was a pretty decent call.
Yeah,
but
it was a good call. There were two really, really close. You know,
he uses that link to get to that single leg right there.
To another.
Still
another
scrambling.
One.
Oh,
that was another one that I really didn't see.
That was a little early.
That was beyond reaction or whatever. So Coach Williams is going to have his turn at the table or whatever. So to no avail. Topher Garrett going to pick up the 7-4 victory.
Yeah, I probably could have let him wrestle that a little bit more, and I think Garrett might have went ahead and finished it anyway. But yeah, he did call it pretty quick right there. But
the sequence before might have played a little bit of into that.
Yeah, for sure. I have no doubt about it. You gonna head down there for the alumni recognition? Or?
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to.
Okay. So for those of you who are watching, they're about to do alumni recognition, and Trent's going to head down there because he's an alumni here. So.
I got to go down for this thing.
At this time, we'd like to recognize our Tuttle Wrestling alumni. First up, the coach from 1985 to 2006. For 21 years, head coach Greg Henning. The 1990 graduate, the 89 and 90 dual state champion, the 1990 state champion, and the 1990 academic state champion. Trent London, a 1991 graduate, a Triple Crown winner in 1990, Russ Nesbitt, a 1991 graduate, also a Triple Crown winner in 1990, Billy Traxler, a 2000 graduate and a state champion, Austin Martin. A 1997 graduate, a 4-time academic state champion, a 2-time state champion, and a dual state champion, Caleb Jansen. A 1997 grad, and a 3-time state placer, Claude Moats. 1998 grad, state champion in 96 and 97 as a team, dual state champs in 97 and 98, and academic state champions 95 through 98, Jeff Henning. A 2003 graduate and a 2-time state champion, BJ Jackson. 2009 graduate, a 2007 state champ, 2008 state champ and outstanding wrestler, 2009 state champ and team champion, Bobby Williams. 2016 graduate, a 4-time dual state champ, the state champion, currently coaching at Piedmont High School, Dayton Garrett. And a 2018 graduate, a 3-time state champion and a 4-time finalist. We're sad he's not with us tonight. Standing in for him is his brother, Luke Redgorowski. Let's give another round of applause to our Tuttle Wrestling alumni. Thank you.
All right, so Trent went down to be honored for alumni night here, so you just got Seth Duckworth right now, but we're starting back up at 150. Tuttle leads the duel 19-12. They got off to a great start. Well, I guess lost at 106, but a couple wins on the following that and got out to a pretty good lead. And Westmoore got back on the winning side the last few matches and kind of closed the gap a little bit. So we got Cole Parker from Tuttle versus Hayes Ivy from Westmoore. And Trent's back on. So congrats on the recognition. Again, I think that's a great thing for other schools that might be saw that, we made this our duel of the week and follow our stuff. Recognize your alumni, do things like that. I always think that's a pretty cool thing for schools to do.
Yeah, it's fun to get to see some people I hadn't seen in a while, and for some of our younger people to see the tradition, and the people that came before them.
So Ivy gets a takedown for Westmoore there. So kind of interesting.
I was kind of interested to see how this would go, whether Tuttle would send Bo Hickman or Cole Parker out.
Yeah.
And this is, I think, one of those strategic matches where, who can get more bonus points out of the next two.
Yeah.
Right? So. First period ends with Hayes Ivy with the 3-0 lead. Ivy takes the down position. So,
yeah, he's pretty solid. He's ranked third in 150-pound rankings at in 6A. Yeah, I think that would, you look at it's a close one at 150. I would think Hickman probably wins, but you're not.
Maybe not get the major,
the bonus,
the tech fall.
And if they, depending on what they do there, you go up and get a fall at the next weight, and if they can hang on and get. If Tuttle can hold it to a decision here, that's a strategic win for him. So.
Yeah, Cole Parker, he's a senior, knows what's expected of him, and good at staying off his back and out of trouble. So gives up the takedown. So we're at 7-0 here in the second period. Ivy looks content to ride here on the edge with about 50 seconds left here. This is going to call them off the mat. We'll get a new start with Cole Parker in the down position. 39 seconds left. Ivy with a mat return to a half and trying to drive this over here. 27 seconds, there's plenty of time still. And got a half pretty tight here. And able to pick up the fall.
Wow, Westmoore now brings it within one. It's 19-18 on the team score. So
19-18 duel. Bo Hickman's going to come out to the mat at 157 pounds. Looks like he will face Woodley Johnson for the Westmoore. Actually, they're going to receive a forfeit. So Bo Hickman picks up the forfeit, which is going to move us to the 165-pound weight class. We'll see Eli Probst for the Tuttle Tigers.
This is Trey Rios for Westmoore, probably their top guy. He's committed to OU, and I know he's kind of at a gauntlet of a weight class in 6A. There's some pretty tough guys there, but he's ranked second.
Ranked second behind Routledge, who's number one in the nation, right?
Yeah, exactly. So not bad company to be behind, I guess, in that regard. So.
No score yet. Rios picks up the 3 on the edge there. Probst in a tripod position with Rios with the leg in. Rios a little high, but he's got a pretty deep half here.
Yeah, he's hammering that over.
Fish is really letting him work that shoulder over. About 15 seconds here, still 3-0 Rios. It's like Probst deferred to Rios, and Rios is going to start in the down position to start the second period. All right, one escape for Rios. Bring the score to 4-0 with 1 minute and 49 seconds left in the second period. Got a stall warning on Eli Probst. If they're kind of pushing you, got to try to make an effort to circle back in and stay on the mat. Off the mat again. We got 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the second period. Rios on a shot here. I think he's going to clear his head, and no points awarded yet. And 3 points awarded now. It's going to make the score 7-0 with 45 seconds left in the second period.
Could get pretty interesting looking at some of the rankings and stuff. The next few matches you've got let's see. Westmoore is number 3 at 175. They're number 2 at 190. Of course, Tuttle's really good at 190 as well. Number 7 at 215. And number 6. Oh, and there's a fall. So
Rios picks up the fall huge over Eli Probst. It's going to bring the dual score to 25-24.
On paper, I would have put that one as kind of a not really a toss-up, but I wouldn't expect it all the bonus points in Westmoore's favor. You know, maybe a major attack, but that's big for Westmoore right there.
175, we got Bruce Steele from Westmoore facing off against Maddox Witt from the Tuttle Tigers. Steele coming out aggressive, on a couple shots and unable to finish. Able to finish this one for a 3-point takedown. Still got that bar arm and trying to work to get a turn of his own here. Witt able to get the escape. 3-1 with about 35 seconds left in the first period here. Still really active with his fakes on his feet. Able to get to a couple good shots there. Not able to finish this one quite yet. Witt kind of changed the position here. Gets a takedown of his own. Bring the score to 4-3 right at the end of the period.
Yeah, this is exactly where you need it. So he'll take the lead in the second.
So good job fighting through the position for Maddox Witt. And Witt's going to take the down position to start the second period. Witt chose the down position and got to try to work to build up here. And able to get a knee underneath him. Able to get to his feet and get the one. Bring the score to 5-3 with 1 minute and 15 seconds left here in the second period. Witt attempts a shot, ain't able to get to it. Still trying to work around the edge here, but Witt's able to find a single leg and pick up another takedown. It's going to bring the score to 8-3 for Maddox Witt. Working on a bar arm or chicken wing of his own. Got about 45 seconds here, plenty of time.
Oh, this would be big for Tuttle right here.
Able to run it over and
there's a fall.
Pick up a fall for Maddox Witt. 175 pounds. That was a needed win. Kind of stopped the bleeding over the comeback Westmoore had. So
yeah, it's definitely like I said, you got a couple spots where Westmoore's pretty good in these next few weights. So that was massive win. That's I think we'll see how these next few matches play out. But I think on paper that might have been the turning point right there.
So let's see who we have matched up on this one. So I think we have the dual score is not quite right. They're showing 36-31 the Jaguars, but they'll get this straightened out real quick.
Yeah, I think they were losing by 1, so with 6 it'd be 37-30 Tuttle right now. So.
(31-24) is where we're at.
Oh, they. Yeah, that's right.
So the Tigers sent out Tanner Burnham at 190. So we're not seeing Sean Roundsville.
Yeah, I was kind of looking forward to. This is Cole going again. He's ranked second at 190.
Went in pretty deep on a shot there. Wasn't able to get the lift, but he is the second time around. Got 3 near fall and got 1 swipe, and Burnham able to get away from it. Burnham's going to get 1 escape, bring the bout score to 3-1. Another quick takedown is going to make it 6-1. Oakland got a bar here, going to run it over. Got it pretty tight. And time's going to run out on it after 4 near fall. It's going to bring it to 10-1 at the end of the first period. So Burnham's going to start in the down position.
Nope, there's another turn for Oakland.
Oakland got him turned over here and going to pick up the fall. That's going to bring the dual score to 31-30 going into the 215-pound weight class. Look, the Tigers going to have Cam McDoulet at 215, wrestling against Devin LaCroix from Westmoore.
Kind of ran down them earlier, but Westmoore ranks 6th here in 6A. Or 7th, excuse me. And it's like Tuttle unranked here, so. Or sorry, no, 6th. Sorry. I'm 6 and 6, so there you go, 2 different classes.
Well, yeah, Avalar's ranked 6th, but we have Cam McDoulet wrestling for Tuttle tonight. So Cam was on the state runner-up football team, so kind of late getting out in action.
Gotcha.
Avalar has been starting. So no score almost a minute into the first period. Really nothing there, no control. We're going to go off the mat with 51 seconds left in the first period.
Barring, unless there's a fall from Tuttle here, it's going to come down to heavyweights. So,
yeah, I believe so, and always makes the duel fun. Still nothing here. About 10 seconds left in the first period here. One action was opportunity for either wrestler to score, but neither one was able to. But the first period's going to run out with a 0-0 score. Looks like Westmore's going to have choice in the second period, and going to choose the down position. Do look like he's getting a little bit high there, going to concede the 1. So LaCroix takes a quick 1-0 lead in the second period. And we'll see if anyone can get a takedown this period.
yeah, when I didn't look down every piece of the lineup and hadn't totally accounted for some of Tuttle's guys being out for football. But I kind of had a unique, some challenges this week where we had to adjust our duel of the week schedule, but I think we made a pretty good call because what we try to do is find something pretty evenly matched.
Yeah. This has been a good one.
This has been a really good one in that department for sure.
So we've got about 40 seconds left in the second period with a 1-0 lead for Devin LaCroix from Westmoore. Working on an underhook. He's been able to kind of keep that inside control when they're in neutral position, but hadn't been able to capitalize on it until just now. 3-point takedown with another one close to the edge, close to the end of the period there. So we got 15 seconds left. It's a good job by Cam McDougal getting back to his feet, but just wasn't able to kind of get his hips cleared before they went out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a great reaction to keep wrestling there. Yeah, just right on the edge there. It was kind of tough.
Time's going to run out on the second period. Devin LaCroix with a 4-0 lead. Cam McDougal will have the choice in the third period. Looks like he's going to choose a down position.
Yeah, again, escaping a takedown, he's right back in it, and he has a chance to send it to overtime. So,
yeah. Plenty of time left. It doesn't appear like a match that's going to be bonus point either way.
Yeah. And I think if you're either coach right now, that's what you can't afford. If you give a decision, it's not the end of the world. It just comes down to heavyweight. And a straight-up win wins it for either team.
Yeah, decision to heavyweight will determine who wins the duel.
But
if Tuttle comes back and wins this match, then Westmoore would need that major decision. Out of bounds, we got 1 minute and 8 seconds left here. Cam McDougal still in the down position, trailing 4-0. McDougal gets to his feet here, see if he can break away. Gets a one escape. We got 57 seconds to see what we can make happen here. Look, somebody's hand was caught up in a singlet or something over there, but official was on the other side.
Oh, throws a
headlock. Tried a headlock, slipped off of it. That's going to be a 3 takedown for Devin LaCroix. Bring the score to 7-1.
Yeah, if you're Westmoore, I think you cut him here and try to get this major. And he does it. Maybe some back points, too.
He's got a near fall now. It's going to be 3 near fall. That's going to bring the score to 13-2 to close the bout out. That's going to bring the duel score to 34-31. So I don't know what the criteria might come down to, but
yeah, decision.
It could take more than a decision for the Tigers.
I'm terrible at doing math on these things, but you got 1, 2, 3 falls for Tuttle. I'll have to look up let's look up the criteria rules here.
The forfeit counts as a fall too. Correct?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should know dual criteria rules a little better than I do. Let's look up. Here's the NFHS. Now, this is from 2021. I don't know if that changed.
Yeah, I don't think that there has been any misconduct.
Yeah,
which is a fortunate thing. So
yeah, head coach penalized, no. Opposing wrestlers penalized, no. Winner of the greatest number of matches is number 1. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Tuttle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Westmoore right now. So if Tuttle wins, that's even.
So
okay. Greater number of falls, forfeits. Okay, so let's see. Tuttle has 1, 2, 3, 4. Westmoore has 1, 2, 3. Missing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. No, they got 4. So I missed one. So yeah,
that's even.
That's even. We're all going to learn the rules here, I guess. Least number of forfeits. So that would be Tuttle. So
yeah,
Tuttle wins if they win this match by decision because they have not given up a forfeit. So wow, if Westmoore, I mean, well, it's all hypothetical at this point, but if Westmoore would just send a body out there, it would have went to the next criteria.
Could have made the difference. So there was a couple. Tuttle did not send Roundsville out there. I don't, a lot of illness going around, so who knows what's going on out there. But right now we're still 0-0. Okay. Minute 20 left in the second period. Tyrus Bradley is in the down position and needing to get an escape here. About 35 seconds left. Bradley's still in the down position, so.
Yeah, I really need to get out here.
Like the second period's going to come to a close. Still 0-0 score, but Westmoore will have the choice in the third period. Bradley's going to circle to the head. Start the second period, or third period. Westmoore able to get the one escape. A 1-0 lead for Gagnon of Westmoore. With a minute and 20 seconds left. So Bradley's going to have to get a takedown or Westmoore is going to win this duel.
Yeah, there wasn't a ton of offense from either guy in the first, but
yeah, neither one really generated anything close to scoring on their feet in the neutral position. So we got a little over 40 seconds to
he's going to need to
decide
open
the
up
winner of this duel. Looks like Bradley's trying to fight into a tie.
Oh,
he
takes
gets
a
a
shot. 20 seconds remaining. Oh, and he's got him on his back. Whoa.
He might able to get some near fall here.
Wow, 10 seconds left. He needs to ride. There's still an opportunity for him to escape here.
It's going to go down to that criteria, which could be
based on the 2021 rules. It's Tuttle's duel.
It's the one forfeit is going to decide.
Yeah, and they're going to look at it right now. But I unless these rules have changed, like I said, this is what this website here had, and it does say it's the 2021 rules. But I don't, like you said, I don't remember hearing any dramatic changes recently on those criteria rules. But that doesn't mean they're out there. The official.
I think he's going to get his
he's
rule
going
book
to get
himself.
the rule book, yeah. Which is the official document, not this website I Googled as we were talking
Seth,
about
this
that.
is the second week in a row you've had one that went all the way to the
yeah,
heavyweight
exactly.
match.
No, it's been
right there,
perfect.
So,
we try to be pretty calculated in how we pick them in that way, and they both delivered. Like Chickasha over Blackwell in a great one last week. And I know Tuttle's going to Blackwell next week, which should be a great duel too. So. Yeah, 2 in a row went down to heavyweight. So have us out for your duel of the week. You might.
So if
get over time, or heavyweight.
we'll stay on here till our official comes and sorts through this. I have officiated before, and I've seen it come all the way down to like criteria I. It starts in the alphabet as A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
And not sure how far down we were, but it had gone down to the least amount of forfeits.
There was I remember a duel that was reading. I want to say it was maybe Elgin or somebody. I don't even remember who it was, but came down to a criteria I'd never even heard of. It was a year or two ago, and it was something, I don't know, just some statistic that I didn't even know existed. But yeah, it looks like they know, and I think.
See, we'll get an official announcement from the scoring table.
Yep. I'm assuming it's on the criteria we saw earlier.
Yeah, by
that
the least amount of forfeits. Well, Seth, it was been a pleasure.
No, hey, thank you guys for having me, Trent. It's cool. I've been to a number of tournaments and stuff down here, but this is my first duel in Tuttle, and barn burner coming down to heavyweights. So it was a fun one, and 2 great programs here. Again, ton of respect for both these coaches, their staffs, their kids, their parents, all the things associated with both these groups. It's really great to get down here and watch this duel and get to call it with you and everything, Trent.
Okay, great having you, and happy Friday, everyone, and congratulations to the Tuttle Tigers. Safe travels home to the Westmoore Jaguars, and what a great duel.